So tonight's practice is focused on the practice and benefits of interoception with our breath and simple techniques that help us retrain our nervous system into a healthy oscillation of activation back into regulation. So that's the theme for tonight. And we will begin, as we have in all of our sessions together, with a little grounding, landing in space. So beginning by setting yourself up in a position that feels comfortable. And one of my favorite reminders is don't just do it, feel it. Notice what feels comfortable about the position you chose. Interoception is the practice of feeling inside our body. And I'll talk a little more about it in a few moments, but this is where we begin. Feel the posture, the position you've set yourself up in. Then use your gaze to begin looking around your space with the intention of moving your eyes slowly to take in detail. Noticing the shapes of the shadows, or the subtle change in color from one object to the next. How lines meet up to create shapes. Any textures that you notice. And within the next few moments, allow your eyes to land on one object or color or shape that for whatever reason tonight feels soothing. There's a sense of a warm welcoming, like your system can just land here for a few moments. And use your breath to now notice what it feels like to breathe that quality in a little bit more. Like your breath can bridge the gap or the space between you and what you're looking at, and you're breathing it in, that soothing or welcoming quality. Now, it might feel good to keep your gaze where it is, or you could close your eyes if that feels welcoming for you in this moment. And we'll continue some grounding by feeling into our feet and or lower body. And as you inhale, push down into the floor. Feel that gentle engagement. And as you exhale, release, surrender. Feel your body held in the position you're in. Doing that twice more. That gentle push, feet or lower body into the floor. Exhale to let it go. Just one more time, just like that. And then the same thing, but now with your back. So as you inhale, push your back into your chair or the floor or the space behind you. Exhale to let that go. Relax, release. Twice more. Notice the sensations that change with each breath as you push with your inhale and relax with your exhale. Now, one more time, this time with your neck and your head. Push your head and your neck back into the floor or chair or space. Exhale, let it go. Twice more. Noticing a little bit of rebound that might happen as you exhale and your body buoyantly moves away from what you were pushing into. One more time. And at the end of that exhale, settle into relative stillness for a few moments. So you turn your attention towards your breath. Just notice it for a few rounds of breathing. Notice the rhythm, the pace, the depth, the sensations. And we'll move into another slightly activating little exercise to notice how our breath feels after. And this is one you'll be familiar with if you were in any of the other sessions or watching the recordings. So we're going to do a 3-part inhale, hold at the top, and then as you exhale, a sigh or a hum or a sound of any kind as you wiggle and let it go. So when you're ready, we'll do this 3 times together. Inhale. More. Hold. Relax around the fullness. Be full. Feel the sensations in your body. And then let it go. Twice more. Relax in the fullness. Be full. And then let it go. One more time. Fill your belly and back. Feel the expansion laterally around your ribs. And now front, sides, and back of your heart. Hold. Relax. Be full. Let it go with some sound. And now once again, settle back into relative stillness. And notice your breath now. With your top and bottom row of teeth in gentle contact, your tongue spread at the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Feel the rhythm of your breath. As you inhale, your diaphragms glide down. As you expand and take up space. As you exhale, your diaphragms glide up. As your body relaxes, surrenders. Notice what feels different after that gentle, activating breath technique. Continue noticing what you're feeling breath after breath. As this practice of feeling sensation, noticing our inner environment is called interoception. And interoception has been proven to permanently increase our ability to focus, and it reduces the impact and potential of age-related cognitive decline. This simple but not easy practice of feeling our inner environment, one breath, one moment at a time. And to me, this makes a lot of sense as a body that is not attended to and met with space to feel would lead to atrophy. Our body needs to be felt, seen, and heard spaciously with our loving attention. A well-known neuroscientist named Bud Craig is quoted to say, "We heal to the extent that we interocept, and we interocept to the extent that we feel safe." Our body and mind needs to feel safe in order for us to sustain the ability to interocept. And a great litmus test is to notice your heart rate as you breathe. The healthy oscillation of your heart rate will increase slightly as you inhale and decrease slightly as you exhale. So we want to breathe slow, spaciously, and with our loving attention to give our heart time and space to change its rhythm as we inhale to exhale. And when our heart rate is remaining steady or stuck, or when it jumps through the roof with an activating moment, we literally cannot see well. It brings our whole body into contraction, where what we perceive as possible becomes limited and narrow. So this practice of moving in to feel our inner environment, to guide our breath, to move slow and rhythmically, is sending this wave pattern of safety internally. And you will feel an expansion happen. Mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. Expansion is possible. And it starts with our breath. So we're going to move into another little experiment. I'm going to guide you into a conscious over-breathing technique. We're only going to do 10 of these. And then from there, into a gentle breath hold to rebalance our breath chemistry, which I'll talk more about in our coming sessions. And from there, we'll move into a box breath and then back into a smooth rhythm of breath. The whole time, paying attention to what we feel and recognizing that when we choose a state that we've moved into, it's vastly different than feeling like we've been bumped into a nervous system state that we didn't choose. So there's a lot of things happening in this conscious practice that helps build resilience in our nervous system, in our mind and body. So conscious connected breathing is the technique we're going to start with tonight. And the idea with this breath is that it's a vibrant inhale right into a surrendered exhale. So we're not pushing the exhale out. We're actually just allowing it to just fall out of the body. So that every exhale feels like a little break. And then we're right back into that big inhale. You can play with the pace. It does not need to be fast. You can do it quite slow. But what makes it a conscious, connected breath is there's no pause from inhale to exhale. So it looks and sounds like this, keeping in mind that it could sound and look different depending on the pace you choose. Just notice specifically how there's no pause between inhale and exhale. And pay attention to how my exhale is really just falling out of my body, which I get is a little harder to see. It's something you need to feel. So we'll do this in stages. So this is what it looks like. We'll do 10 of those. At the bottom of your 10th exhale, hold, and then I'll guide you from there. Okay? So remember, this is practice. If you've never done this before, it might feel a little funny, but we are going to play with this a couple times. Okay? So when you're ready, settling into the position you've chosen, seated or lying down, we'll count 10 conscious connected breaths. When you're ready, you can begin. Tenth exhale, hold your breath. Relax in emptiness. When you're ready, a slow inhale and a gentle hold. Slow exhale, gentle hold. Continue like that, finding your version of box breath in this moment, letting it be a transition where there's the slow, spacious inhale, gentle pause, a slow, relaxing exhale, and a pause. And after a few rounds, start finding or playing with finding a rhythm that is balanced. Anywhere from 3 to 5, give or take a second, seconds for the inhale. Perhaps the same amount for the hold. Same amount for the exhale. The same amount for the hold. Notice what you're feeling as this breath rhythm shifts. Completing one more round. And then be in the transition as you release those conscious pauses to come back into this fluid, rhythmic breath, where if there is a pause in between inhale and exhale, it's really subtle and gentle as your breath transitions back into a smooth, wave-like rhythm. Feeling that expansion as you inhale, 70% belly and back, 20% ribs, that final 10% around your heart. And the more relaxed you feel, the smaller volume of air you breathe. Be in your experience. Feel what you're feeling. Just another 30 seconds. Total attention, feeling your inhale. Total attention, feeling your exhale. So we're going to do a similar experiment where we begin the same. Those 10 conscious connected breaths, the breath hold, And this time, after the breath hold, we're going to begin a box breath type technique, but with a little bit of movement. So the movement, you could get creative and move in any way that you want. The idea is to move in one direction as you inhale, to pause, and then come back to where you started as you exhale and pause. So it could be like what I'm doing, just reaching your hands forward, maybe even rotating and pulling them in, or vice versa. Or I think what I'm going to do is palms facing up with fingertips touching. It's one of my favorite movements. Inhale, flip at the heart, so you're reaching up, pause, and then exhale, arms come wide, pause at the bottom. So play around with it. You can follow what I'm doing or keep it really simple, which is a simple reach and pulling back in. All right. When you're ready, taking a moment to settle in the position you're in. And we'll begin our 10 conscious connected breaths. Vibrant inhale, surrendered exhale. At the end of your 10th breath, hold at the bottom of your exhale. Just a regular exhale. You don't need to push all the air out. Hold. Bringing in some movement as we engage in our box breath. As you inhale, move in one direction. Pause at the top of your inhale. Exhale, bring your hands or whatever body part you're moving back to where you began, and pause. Just like that, box breath with movement. After you've done a couple movements, play with finding balance. Balanced inhale and exhale with that balanced pause in between. One more round with the box breath structure. Continue your movement, but this time, take out the pause. Find your smooth breath with your smooth movement. Allow it to be a transition. Guide your breath to continue to be slow and spacious. Be in your body. Notice what you're feeling. One more with smooth movement. At the end of your exhale, settle back into relative stillness and just breathe. Feel your body being breathed. Feel yourself settled, held, and supported right here. Notice how the quality and attentiveness of the inhale impacts the quality and attentiveness of the exhale. And each breath is an opportunity to start over. As you feel into your sustainable, nourishing rhythm. Every inhale, a new expansion. Every exhale, coming back home to yourself to receive nurturance, rest. Notice what emerges when you sustain your attention on your breath and your sensations for several rounds. Continue to feel your body as it receives your loving nourishment. And you can stay exactly where you are if you have this space and time to do so. And if you feel ready to shift out of this experience, you can once again push into the floor as you inhale. And as you exhale, let go, release, and feel your body relax. Doing that twice more. That subtle, gentle engagement, pushing. And that sweet, nurturing release as you let go. And when you feel ready, you could open your eyes and once again gaze around your space, noticing detail. Do so as you hold the hand of your breath. bringing movement through your spine, rocking your pelvis, your head, all the way down to your feet. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight.